Hi, I'm Ann Bassette, and I am the videographer for Street Soldiers Radio.
Street Soldiers Radio is the voice of the Alive and Free movement, preventing violence worldwide.
Street Soldiers is a community radio show that airs on 106.1 KMEL here in the San Francisco Bay Area. So Dr. Marshall is pretty much the head of Street Soldiers.
You bring the teachers, you bring all that's made you survive all this hell you've been through.
Mm-hmm. He'll have different guests come in and talk about different topics.
But Chicago Teachers Union President Karen Lewis is critical of Mayor Rahm Emanuel's push to make great use of standardized tests.
They're communities who know what's happening in these lived experience of these students.
An education that actually feeds young people into what Michelle Alexander refers to as the new Jim Crow.
Then he also reaches out to the community and has people call in with their different questions or comments.
I'm back. All right, get on the phones, people. I'm calling you out.
I discovered Street Soldiers through a friend. That Street Soldiers recording on air really isn't enough time or an effective way to reach everybody. You know, I was talking to the people at Street Soldiers. I was just like, how do you not have video yet for all this great, all these great stories that you guys are talking about and touching on? You know, like we can go ahead and use the web and get those stories out, and that's what I did. I really took it more or less upon myself to go ahead and go document those stories that were happening within the studio. And I was editing them into 5-minute clips. All of a sudden, Dr. Marshall was like, why don't we make it into an hour-long show? And I was like, I can do that for you. Street Soldiers has been airing on SF Commons for almost a year now. It's important to air shows like that on SF Commons because it's a public space like that, and they need that kind of content and that kind of conversation. The honesty is there, and we're allowed to have that safe place within that community. I feel privileged that I get to sit in that studio every single week and listen to these great minds talk about real issues and come up with real solutions. So this is Ann Bassette. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to check out Street Soldiers Radio. We are on live every Sunday night from 8 p.m. till 9 p.m. on 106.1 KMEL.